Tell me I'm wrong, but this is the best light for a wedding filmmaker. I have two of these, the Aputure LS 60X. I was like a lot of you guys, I used to use these lights to light speeches and toasts at weddings, doing wedding films. This is the Core SWX, and they don't even make this anymore. There are knockoffs, but it was a great start. It came with a battery and a charger in Sony MPE. It was adjustable in color temp, and it was a great start. Super portable, totally get it. But the problem is, if you're like a lot of us, you're usually across the room trying to light up these speeches to keep the lights out of the way. And in order to use one of these, I was kind of having to stick it up way closer, and it just wasn't convenient. Aputure brought this out, and what the really cool thing about it is it's 30,000 lux, whatever that means, right? How do we know what lux is? The average person doesn't. It was great because each one of these comes in its own case. Aputure does a great job of that, and the case is big enough to hold a few extra things too. It keeps everything separate but contained. I know a lot of people like to put them in Pelican cases, but I'm one that I don't always need two lights. Maybe I just need one. So just having it separated and not having to roll in a giant Pelican was good. It came with this nice yoke on the top, which holds this thing really well. I usually leave the barn doors on there, but there is a Bowens mount adapter as well. It has really nice and sturdy locking that keeps the light from moving. But one of my biggest complaints was that the V-mount was way up here. And, you know, don't get me wrong, it's handy to be so close to the light to plug this in. AC adapter, by the way, and a super long power cord, so you can plug it into power. But what's nice about this thing is they include the D-tap adapter as well, so you can plug this guy in with a D-tap, hang a V-mount battery right here on the side, and you're very close to this. But the problem is, this puts all the weight at the top of your light stands, as you know. So there's a couple of accessories I recommend. One is a D-tap extension cable. That's just a male to female D-tap. You can get different lengths. This is about 3 feet. So I find when I couple that with this springy cord, I get it low enough that it lowers the weight for me. And the second thing you need is you need one of these V-mount clamps like this. Then you can take this and put it down toward the bottom of your stand, plug everything in. Bob's your uncle, as they say. What's great about this, 30,000 lux, yes, okay. Adjustable beam angle, so you can go from 15 degrees all the way out to like 40 degrees-ish. Bicolor, so you can adjust the color in those wedding venues that are yellow sometimes, or blue, or daylight, or whatever. Barn doors help with like keeping that light out of everybody else's eyes, right? But really you can focus it in and light up an individual speaker. So if you have a person who's giving a toast and you want to light up that person over by a microphone or a podium or a particular spot, you can set this across the room and really narrow that beam in and light them up really well. So we have two of these. We use one to light the couple, one to light the toast speech location. Or, beauty of this is that if they're giving those toast speeches all there together, which oftentimes happens, where bride and groom's in the center, best man, maid of honor on each side are going to just give their speeches right there, you can widen the angle and light that up with one light, which is great. Has the really cool Aputure app that you can put on your phone that lets you control, turn it off and on, control color, control brightness. So if you need to make adjustments on the fly, you can easily turn it off and on from remote. And like I said, the Bowens mount is really nice because then you can stick, you know, if you have one of these big Aputure lanterns, like the 22-incher, you can put that on the end of this and use it as a globe over the top, a lantern style over the top. Or you can purchase one of these little small soft boxes like this. This is that LS60 soft box, which is like just a small, like 18-inch soft box or something like that. At $419, this is a real bargain. You can get it on Amazon, B&H, or wherever. I'll put a link in the description. We've got two of these, like I say, we don't always use two, but it's nice to have it as an option. And then just grab yourself a V-mount battery, throw on there, down lower so the weight stays lower. And yeah, you've got a great light, the perfect light, honestly. Highly recommend it. Love this thing. So if you don't have one, think about buying one. I think you will totally be happy. You can start with one. That's what we did. We started with one and used this as a secondary light. And then we added a second one because we liked it so much. So there you go. Aputure LS 60X. It's bicolor, focusable. Get one. I think you'll love it. Talk to you later.